Thanks. I'm Jules Thomas.
I'm Cody Trottier.
Welcome to the Native Room.
Welcome.
Today we're talking about Native stereotypes, true or false.
Yeah. The native stereotypes. You
Yeah.
hear them all the time. You hear them every day.
Yep.
Are they true? Are they false?
So yeah, it's we're talking about these stereotypes, funny ones, weird ones, and the ones that make you go,
Things that make it go, Shit.
Yeah, we're not here to argue. We just want to stay true or false, and these are pretty much based on our experiences with it. Everyone's different, and yeah.
Yeah, it's basically like true or false story time.
So don't take it too serious.
That too. Lighten up.
Yeah.
Lighten up, you jerks.
Okay. True or false? All natives are late.
Very true. Very, very true. And you know who you are. You know exactly who you are. You lazy fuck. Just kidding. But yeah, like in my personal experience, at least half an hour. At least half an hour, right? Like me, I pride myself on being on time. And I think being on time is late. So you got to be 15 minutes early. But that's me, and I'm trying to break the stereotype.
Oh,
But the problem with that is trying to break the stereotype as a white complective native is that like I'm just adding to the stereotype at the same time, right? So,
well, there's also the term Indian time, right?
Yeah, that doesn't come from nowhere.
No, that's true. I've used it on many occasions. And
he's on Indian time.
Yeah, always.
He can switch it back and forth though.
Yeah,
so it's okay.
But yeah,
he's got one of those watches, Indian time watches. Show him.
This is a Versace watch. I don't know if that's
okay. Maybe he's on time.
Yeah,
today.
I'm on luxury time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. For myself, it's like I feel like if I'm on time, then
just reeks of desperation. No, just kidding.
No, I can never be like I hate being early. I'm late usually, or I'm just on time because I hate being early.
Yeah, well, it depends on what it is. Right?
Because if you're early, then it's like, especially if it's for like an event or this and
if
that,
you're
then
early
you're
for an event,
standing there all awkwardly and shit. You're like
if you're early for an event or if you're early for like the club, then yeah, you kind of look like a loser, right? So, but if you're early for a meeting or something, like people, or if you're early for like a job interview, like the employer looks highly upon that.
Yeah, don't do that if it's for a job.
So there's a lesson here with Indian time, right?
Yeah.
Use Indian time with your Indians, but
with the discretion.
With discretion.
Yeah, only with other natives.
Yeah. You can't get away with that in the real world. But yeah, I think it's okay to show up fashionably late for events.
So true then, right?
Yeah, very much true.
I would say more true than false.
Yeah. It's got the edge.
Yeah,
True's got the edge on false for all natives are late. So, in my opinion, everyone is somehow related in the native community. True or false?
I would. I feel like this is true.
It's true on the res.
Well, not just on the res. It's like, like you meet people and then automatically it's like, oh, well, everyone, even there's like almost a native saying for everything. It's like all, like we're all cousins somehow. We're all related somehow, right?
Well, the native community is like interwoven. So like people like tend to have babies with other people from other reses. So we do end up being related, like I got relations all over the place in Alberta, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because well, that's the thing too. Like especially on the res, right? Especially on the res, like everyone's pretty much like especially in Sturgeon, like
it's rampant.
Like on my mom's side, I'm a Thomas, and then that Thomas last name breaks off to all the other last names.
Yeah, like on our res, we are related to everyone.
Yeah,
basically.
so Thomas breaks, but then on my dad's side, I'm a Badger, and that breaks down to like how many relations on that side too, right?
Your problem is you got two parents on like,
from the same res, yeah.
So yes, you definitely are related to everyone. Fortunately, my dad is like, he's white, not a fully white. He does have some native in him, but he's mostly white, and he's from like that side of the family is from like Quebec.
Yeah.
So yeah, got a little bit of French in me. The only French word I remember is Le Palmet Rouge. You figure it out.
But I guess since we're talking about our white sides, well, my dad's half white, so I'm a quarter German. My grandpa's German. My grandpa's a cowboy in Crooked Creek.
So you're a cowboy and an Indian.
Yeah.
Yeehaw, motherfucker.
Yeah. So yeah. So if and that was the thing too. Like we went to my brother Riley took me to a family reunion, and that's on that side. So on my grandpa's side, because my brother Riley grew up on that side of the family, right? Cut from his mom's side, and so we go to this family reunion, and shit, I don't even know if I want to say.
Say it, we can edit it.
And it's like, and we go to this family reunion, and like I said, my grandpa's white, right? He's German. He's 100% German, pretty much.
Oh damn.
Yeah, and then
this is not gonna end well.
because my dad's mom was native, and then my dad's dad is German, and
SS
of the Aryan race.
Please don't tell me he was SS. Just kidding.
His last name is Ratzlaff.
Ratzlaff. Yeah.
But yeah, so I go to this family reunion, and I get there, and like everybody is like, there's like no natives there. And I didn't realize how many white people I was related to. And then
that's when he knew he fucked up.
And then we get there, and I'm like, I'm looking around and stuff, and I see this chick, and I'm like, oh man, who is that? That chick's hot. And he's like, no, that's your cousin. I thought that only happened on the native side.
Yeah, it happens on the white side too.
Yeah, apparently.
Especially if you're the only native.
Yeah.
Yeah, you thought you were good to go?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good to go.
I ended up falling asleep and choking on my own spit that night in the vehicle. As I fell asleep, slept in my vehicle outside the family reunion. And I was just laid back snoring.
How old were you at the time?
Oh, this was over 10 years ago for sure.
Okay, so you weren't that young, right? You're young, but not.
Yeah, this was at the Sturgeon Heights Hall.
Yeah.
So
well, that's weird. So I wouldn't mind hearing the story behind, but how your mom's mom and dad met. That'd probably be a funny one. But yeah. That's a little sad now.
Yeah, I don't know if that's funny. They both were in residential school.
Oh
and shit
damn!
On my mom's side, but
yeah,
on my dad's side, like my dad passed away, so I can't even ask him how his parents met, because he never knew his dad till he was 18, right?
Okay, yeah.
So he grew up not even knowing that his dad was white.
So that's who you met. That was Grandpa.
The crazy story was that
Grandpa Rotscliffe.
No, the crazy story. There's another story that goes to that too. Is that he was hitting on someone too that he found out was his sister.
Oh shit! Damn.
Yeah.
You talking about Riley?
No, my dad.
Oh damn.
One of his half sisters, like one of his dad's daughters. I don't know. It was yeah. So he ended up. Yeah, I guess they almost hooked up or something like that. That's how the story went. But
they just bursted in the barn. No.
Yeah.
What was your dad's name again? Randall? Or no. That's
my dad's last name is Badger, and my grandpa's last name is Ratzlaff.
Ratzlaff. Oh yeah, that's your middle name is Randall.
Yeah. Hey, I'm deleting that.
Whatever, Randall.
Okay, so natives use the butter knife to lock the door. True or false?
You know what? Growing up, very true. I don't know. There's the art of locking the door with the butter knife has kind of gone out the window lately. I think that's a real old school.
I think so.
Auntie / uncle And then I remember we used to use the butter knives for hot knives, right?
Yeah.
If you're broke,
Yeah.
you're
So
broke.
use it.
You want to conserve that weed, you get the hot knives, right?
So the butter knife was also.
It was the butter knife was a lock. It was a hot knife. It was a first of all, it was a butter knife, right?
Yeah.
And then second, and then when time's tough, you could use it as a weapon.
Yeah, I know I remember like my uncles, I have uncles and stuff, and my Cookham's trailer in Sturgeon Heights, and I remember the one time, I remember the one time my Cookham was like, all I heard her was like, why are all my butter knives burnt?
We were blessing them, Cookham. Cookham, we were blessing the butter knives.
My uncles are using the hot knife to do blades. And she didn't know what that was. All of that, you go into the knife drawer and all the butter knives are all burnt at the tips, and I thought it was a normal thing growing up.
That's fast.
But yeah, no, I've used the butter knife for a lock too many times.
So
because it go where the door the door panel the door or whatever, the door frame, it slides in there perfectly.
Yeah, it goes in between. It goes in between
Yeah.
the fascia, I think it's called, right? You stick it behind the fascia, right? Anyways, I think it's true. I think it's false. I think it's false, but used to be true. That's my opinion.
It's 100% true. I'm pretty sure it's still going on.
Still going on? Okay.
Still going on the reses for sure.
Okay.
You know, it's
so true. False in the city, true on the rest.
It's tried and true.
Tried and true. Yeah. Hey, if it works, if you're trying to snag, if you're trying to see, that was the whole. It was someone trying to snag that invented it.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I know exactly who it was. It was Uncle Willigus. I was like, Uncle, did you fucking put that butter knife in the fucking door again? Willigus.
Yeah.
You know?
You don't even. It's like. I'm trying to remember where I learned how to do that. And
for me, it was dear old Uncle Willigus.
Like I don't even remember how I learned, but it's like I don't know. It's just something you do.
It's in your DNA now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
That's like a generational trait, DNA trait. Likely to use a butter knife for a lock.
Yep.
But yeah, so natives use sheets or flags as curtains. True or false?
Depends.
Depends on what level of native you are, I think.
Yeah.
There's levels to this native shit.
Yeah,
right? So.
yeah. There's levels. It depends on your pedigree.
Yeah. But if you're up there, if you're a real deadly uncle, you know it's gonna be an upside down Canadian flag, right?
Or one of those. Yeah, I'd say it's true. It's got to be true.
If you're a single,
because I've seen it and I've done it.
If you're a single father, it's gonna be a pissy sheet, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Or it's like one of those big marijuana flags with the big marijuana leaf.
Yeah.
Or the Tupac flag.
Tupac or Bob Marley for sure.
Yeah, Tupac or Bob Marley. Those are the ones. Yeah. Or sheets, yeah. And they're just, then you look at the top corners and there's like all these thumbtack holes.
Yeah, we got an inside joke.
Yeah, so it was
tacking it up.
Yeah. So it was either either used as a door or as a curtain, right?
Yeah. Yeah. In the basement, you got an unfinished basement.
Yeah, unfinished
right?
basement.
You slap up fucking 4 sheets. You got 4 rooms, bro. You slap up 4 sheets in like a T, you know?
Yeah.
Across. 4 rooms. Boom.
I remember like
figured out your housing. We just figured out the housing crisis.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like even like at late Auntie Sandra's house up the hill in Valley in the basement, it was like how many of them down there, and they all had like I go down there and it's like a sheet maze. Everyone's got house. Yeah, everyone's
instead of a house of mirrors.
Yeah, everyone's got their room. It's all just this big sheet maze, and you go to all these different bedrooms.
Hey man,
that's how. But the thing about that basement was like you had to wait till the furnace turned on to be able to do anything.
Why? Oh, fuck. Never mind. Oh man, you gotta get your mind out the gutter. Yeah. All right. The furnace is back on.
Yeah.
Let's get back to work. Get back to pumping.
Oh man, I don't know how much longer I can laugh. My freaking head hurts.
For real? Yeah. Oh man,
It's hilarious. Well, just like the muscles and shit.
I get you. Yeah. There's a fucking old knee slapping auntie laughs.
Yeah. Oh, here, what's the next one? You might have accidentally been related to someone you dated. Ooh.
Never someone I dated, but like there was like some tension. There was some tension between, there was some flirting and courting going on, but never actually dated. But because by the time, during the courting stage, found out we were related, and luckily never kissed or anything like that. Thank God. But it happens. It happens.
All I can say is, don't date someone from your same res.
Or get that, get that history, get that family tree.
Yeah, bust out the family tree.
Yeah,
that's
see where they intertwine.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's I could say it's 50-50.
Personally, I don't.
True or false? We don't.
Personally, I don't date on my reserve.
Yeah,
don't. I'll go to another reserve and date someone, but.
Oh, there's been an incident where I was seeing someone, and turns out their dad and my dad had the same last name, but they were from a completely different res.
Different Thomases or Badgers.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, Badger's super common last name. Just like Cardinals and what else? There's other ones that are just super generic native last name, So Cardinals and Badgers are the big ones.
But yeah, that's that was kind of weird though. And then it was
sounds hot.
Yeah, it was already too late.
Sounds hot.
It was already too late, or was it?
Yeah, made it even hotter.
Oh, I checked the. Check the family tree though. So it was all good. We weren't cousins.
Oh, you weren't cousins?
No.
Fuck, would have been hotter if you were, man. A lot hotter if you were.
Yeah.
All right.
Just gotta pretend for a while.
One thing about these cousins. No, just
yeah, we'll find out sooner or later.
Yeah. I've heard them all. Condoms are for cousins. Cousins are for practice. It's not after midnight. No, it's good after midnight.
Oh my God! All right.
Hey man, I'm just repeating. Uncle Willigus was full of. Hey, Uncle, are you gonna fuck your cousin or what? Willigus. You know how Uncle Willie, Big Willie style. But yeah, I got a lot of Uncle Willigus stories, so don't you worry.
Willigus.
You can't go anywhere without seeing someone in the native community. Or
man.
Or just, yeah.
For real. Can't go to a round dance, can't go to a powwow, can't go to West End, can't go to Walmart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Pretty much everywhere we go, we run into natives or run into some native.
Can't even go get my blood work done without.
Oh yeah, for 100%. I just went and did my blood work, and then
can't go to the high center, right?
Then a buddy from all of a sudden a buddy from Horse Lake was there. I was like, oh shit, all right. Yeah, so it's just and I guess it's too, especially for us who've been out there, right? We're been out there music wise and business wise and all that kind of stuff, and
our faces are out there a little bit.
Yeah, and then so
I get recognized all the time,
but it's it's just a native thing. I feel like it's 100% true.
Yeah, the native community's tight. The native community's tight, and I like that. I love that about our community.
Yeah, for real. But it's not fun when it's you go to round dance or go to round dances and you know that you're gonna run into some chick you used to see or powwow and stuff, and it's or a gala.
This one is my question, right?
No, this is my question.
Are you sure?
You get the answer.
That's right. Okay.
Everyone has a cousin that raps.
Yeah, you know what? That's straight bullshit, man.
I don't know.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm a cousin. You're a cousin. We're
yeah.
cousins, and we both rap.
Yeah. So yeah, this one is like, yeah, it's definitely true. I don't know what it is about the Native community, but yeah, we got a lot of talent. We got a lot of rappers.
Yes, true.
You know,
I don't know, man. You see some of those TikToks and some of those guys. There's that one guy, that mumbling rapper there.
Northside Baby. Just mumbling rapper.
I don't know. He was like, I don't know. Everyone like used that guy in like their TikToks and memes or whatever.
I don't know. I see a lot of really.
And he was like wasted and shit. And
like,
he was like,
what's her name?
He was like drunk freestyler. Yeah, that one.
What's that one girl's name? She's really good. Standing Ribbon or Standing?
Oh, Stella Standing Bear.
Stella Standing Bear. Yeah.
She's someone's cousin.
Yeah, she's definitely someone's cousin. You know, and I'm fucking with her shit, yo. I like her shit. And you know, there's a lot of really talented. You know, Fat Homie. I see you.
Yeah. There's
Rhythm Child is another one of my favorites.
A lot of native talent out there, a lot of native rappers, and you know, and that was the thing too. Like I remember, like everywhere I go to parties or whatever, and it's like, oh, yo, he raps, yo, bust a freestyle, right away, bust a freestyle, and it's like, shit, I don't freestyle.
You know what? Give me like 3-4 beers, and I'll be your Huckleberry, you know. So
there's some guys, you just get a few in them and they won't shut up. I guess that's every house party.
Bottom line, yes, it's true. You know, everyone has a cousin that's raps.
True.
Natives have the best humor.
Oh.
You know,
100.
Yeah, I think that's 100%. Like, because we use humor for everything. We use humor when we're sad. We use humor.
Well, one of the things that I was told, you know, growing up was that humor is medicine, right?
Yeah.
You know, like humor is medicine. Humor is something like, you know, like even for me, like I've dated outside our race, you know, and I've dated white women and stuff like that, and there's this thing.
They have a really dry humor.
There's this thing with dating, like if you don't date outside your race, you won't really notice it. But when you do, you realize that our comedy, our humor, our jokes and everything are well, not just that, they're ours.
Yeah,
they're ours, right?
Yeah,
and like I said, you know, like dating outside the race, it's like they don't get the jokes, they don't get the humor, they don't. You know, get the references and stuff like that. You know, like they don't get the reference. Like
make a song about dating white girls.
You know, like
cousin that raps.
You know, like they don't get the smoke signal references and and all that kind of stuff. Like
the blood in blood out references.
Yeah, like all that.
I reference blood in blood out at least once a day. I think. I don't know, and it's not. It's like it's not native, but it kind of is. I don't know, in a way. It's just very similar struggle.
I'm pretty sure it's something a lot of natives grew up watching. Maybe not the younger generation now, but
this generation, this last generation, but our generation, we watched a lot of blood in blood out for sure.
But yeah, you know, like even just starting to see like natives doing comedy and stuff like that, it's pretty cool. You know, and just like everywhere we go, like as native people, like that's like probably like one of the first things we do when we connect is over a laughter, like over a joke, right? You know, because with you know, like it's
it breaks the tension for sure, and then it's like it puts you on common ground. It like makes you feel like you know you got a lot, you know, commonalities and stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, you know, that's 100% true.
100% true. You heard
true,
it.
True.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Natives have the best humor. 100% true.
True.
Guaranteed.
Okay, so
or your money back.
True or false? Everyone loves Bannock. Every native loves Bannock.
You know what? I thought that was true until just I had a recent experience with John C. And I'm gonna blow you up here a little bit. John C. from Winnipeg's Most. Just recently we were in Wabasca. We're making an album that we're gonna be releasing soon. And shout out Guilty Records. But anyways, John C. doesn't like Bannock. He's never had moose meat. Like,
what?
Yeah. So I don't know what that says about him, but like,
well, he's from Winnipeg. Is that a Winnipeg thing?
I don't know. Okay, his explanation was he's like, yeah, since that's all we ate growing up. He's like, and like we were poor growing up, so all we ate was bannock, and he doesn't like it anymore because it's like just reminds him of the struggle. Right?
Yeah. I'm the same thing like with like
Pine
KD,
Sol?
like smelling pine sol, eating KD, like craft dinner. Like
Yeah.
I
Just
can't.
reminds you of the struggle.
Yeah, like just
Yeah.
I can't.
So that was John C's excuse.
Yeah, or hamburger helper.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I can't do that stuff
Yeah,
no
if,
more.
if your food needs help, like it's probably not good.
No, especially that tuna helper.
Yeah, if your food needs help, fucking throw that shit out. Man.
Yeah,
It's fucked up.
but yeah, like even when I had bannock burger, my oldest, he didn't like bannock. He didn't want to eat the bannock.
Yeah,
He didn't want to eat the bannock. My kids like.
I like bannock.
I say my 10-year-old, he'll eat the bannock sometimes, but like my kids don't like.
But I don't think I could eat it every day. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just like, like I had a bannock burger restaurant, and like I like even like a week from this episode I'll be at Jasper Place High School teaching high school students how to make bannock.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yo,
it's,
so we're bringing it back, like
Yeah.
it's I think every kid that when they first try bannock, especially when it's fresh, they love it. And especially
Yeah.
if you're a native kid, it's like something you can identify with too, right?
and it's
So does every native like bannock? Not 100% every native.
that can't be 100%.
It's 99% though. So just one native doesn't
Yeah.
like bannock.
Yeah, and
sorry,
it's
John.
like, but it's like, yeah, bannock is it's definitely, they say, oh well, natives didn't invent bannock and stuff, but
No, hell no.
you know,
but we put our
but
stamp
it's
on it.
yeah, it's our thing. It doesn't matter. It's our thing, no matter what, and it's for a lot of us, natives, bannock brings definitely some good memories,
Oh, yeah.
some like good, safe,
Yeah, bannock.
wholesome
You know what?
memories
Yeah,
and
you're
stuff,
right. You're
right?
so right about that. Bannock is associated with positive things for sure. So
Like for me, it's like bannock always like reminds me of my cookum and and my mom and
Facts.
stuff. Like I for a long time growing up, I didn't know how to make bannock till I opened a restaurant is when I finally learned how to make bannock.
yeah, that's when I learned too. At the same time.
Yeah, and then it's like they're like old school. It's like, oh, just a little bit of this, some of that, put some of that,
Yeah.
and it's
No,
like,
and then when you own a restaurant,
yeah,
it
and
has
it's
to
like,
be
no, it's got to
consistent.
be set. It's got to
Yeah.
be set ingredients, right?
It's got to be consistent.
Yeah.
Because one guy gets one type of bannock, the other guy gets another one. Right?
Yeah, because everyone does theirs different.
In a
Sure.
professional
Yeah.
setting, you can't do that.
Yeah, like
right? So,
I want it to look the same, taste the same every time.
Yeah.
But like like everyone's bannock is different.
took
Like
some trial and error for
yeah,
that one.
because some people's bannock is like triangle shaped, square shaped, round shaped. Someone has one slit. Some
Yes.
people have two or three slits.
Some will have like fucking slanted.
Yeah, somewhere or just like some people don't even cut them. They just rip it off the dough and then
Yeah, I see
pat it
circles.
out. and-
Circles. That's pretty common.
Yeah, so everyone's got their like. The one thing I learned about bannock is that everyone's sister, auntie, cousin, cookum, chop-on all make the best bannock,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah,
makes
yeah.
the best bannock.
Everyone makes the best bannock. Yeah.
I don't even know how much bannock I've made in my lifetime, but
But you make the best.
I make the best. I'll battle anybody's cookum, anybody's auntie.
Going down.
Yeah. I'll battle anybody. I don't care.
Okay. So, true or false? You're raised by more than just your parents.
This is true. I think for a lot of people in our community, like that's what I found. Like I was raised by my cookum a lot growing up, and like my mom had her struggles when she was younger, and then after that, she went back to school. So she was in a school, and then after university, she started a career. But it was like, so she was doing a lot as a single mother, and like my cookum stepped in too, and she helped raise us like throughout our lives and stuff. And then not just her, but like my aunties as well. You have aunties that step in too. Like we I think that's like that's a big thing for Native communities is
Yeah. Well, they say it takes community to raise
Yeah.
a child, right? And I think this is true as well because, like I at first was raised by my grandmother, then my mom took me, then my auntie, and like I was just kind of raised by the community in a way, right? And yeah, so for me, this is true, very true. Next question. Next question.
Someone always asks for a ride.
Yeah, of course.
You have a vehicle, so you know, right?
I know.
It's like as soon as you
daily.
get a vehicle, right?
Yeah. Well, and I got a truck too.
Oh,
So.
well, that's the other thing too. If you have a truck, then you're the guy everyone asks to move their shit,
yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. Oh, I gotta go get some tires. Oh, I gotta go do this. Gotta go do that. Right?
Oh, you got a truck, bro? Help me move.
Exactly.
Don't fucking be cheap with your truck, bro.
Yeah,
Help me
I'm
move.
like, yo, where the fuck were you when I was moving?
Yeah, why is everyone moving?
I literally had to move everything by myself fucking 3 weeks ago. You know how many people I've helped move? Oh man,
I'm like,
never
yeah,
again.
that's why I don't. That's
Never
why I
again.
don't drive a truck.
Yeah, it's something about a truck,
Yep.
and you're screwed. You're done. You know.
Also, the big thing on Facebook is the big thing everyone always asking on Facebook is who's doing trips.
Yeah.
I need a trip to town.
If you're on the res, yeah,
it's
all
that's
about
like
trips.
that's a big thing on the res.
Yeah, they
Who's tripping? And then there's there's people out there that making good money doing trips too.
That's true. Like it's not if you're doing trips, you can charge, right?
Yeah, especially when the town is like right next to the res, like in Sturgeon. Like
Yeah,
people are doing trips to Valley View back and forth all the time.
If you got a vehicle that's decent on gas and you can get through the mud with it,
yeah,
you could make some decent money doing trips back and forth. That's someone in Sturgeon needs to wrap that up and make it a business, man. Like,
well, there's some people who do it like consistently. Yeah, because
do it like an Uber Eats kind of thing. You know, you can do rides. And
I've seen it on Facebook.
Oh, really?
Yep, people asking for people to bring food.
Well,
bring stuff from town, food from town.
Well, that's new.
Timmy's and shit like
when
that.
I was out there, there was nothing going on like that. That was a couple years ago.
But yeah, like I guess it's like that's how it's always been. Like ever since, I had a vehicle. Like I've had a vehicle since I was 18, and ever since then, I've always been the one you ask for rides.
Yeah.
And it's like, especially if you have a vehicle and you show up at a party or something like that. Then it's like, oh, you're the one who everyone's asking to drive to the liquor store.
Yeah.
Or drive here, drive there, or like.
I remember I used to, because before I was driving, there's always Jules jumping with Jules. I can't remember what it was. And it's like, you don't like it? Get your own ride. So I did. That's exactly what I didn't like something he was doing. And, yeah, you don't like it, get your own ride.
Probably texting and driving.
Who knows what it was? I can't remember what it was.
Or falling asleep with my eyes open while driving.
He's done that, yeah. But yeah, so true. Very true.
Yeah, that's a true one.
So true or false, everyone grew up on the res.
That's false. 100% false. 100% false.
Yeah. You know what? I spent a little time on the res, but mostly in the city.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that didn't grow up on the res. Like we have like a lot of these res jokes or res this or res that, but for a lot of people, like I feel like it's the res has been like romanticized or yeah, like all kinds of stuff, and it's like for real, it's
Who
like
the fuck romanticizing the res?
well, like there's a lot of people out there like that are like they claim like because it's like popular or become cool or whatever to claim like like res slang, res jokes, res this, res that,
Okay.
Yeah, so like in that context,
I just
right?
find that funny.
Yeah, but it's like like not everyone like grew up on the res.
Yeah, I think that's false too, because I didn't grow up on the res. Like I spent very minuscule time there growing up. So
Well, there's not enough room on the res. Well, there depends on the
we got
res,
a
but
housing
like
crisis on our res, right?
on every res,
pretty much.
So most like a lot of reserves like less than half their membership live on reserve. Like ours, less than half of our membership lives on the res, and like it's it's definitely false. Yeah. So people assume you're spiritual. True or false?
Yeah, maybe like Dave Chappelle, or like it reminds me of that Dave Chappelle joke, right? It's like,
Oh.
how
Oh, yeah.
are you?
reminds me of
I'm
like,
very spiritual. They're gonna be spiritual wonder warriors. I don't know.
well, it reminds me of growing up in the cities. Growing up in the cities or town, like when you're like one of the only native kids at school, and then they're like, "Oh, he's native. He must talk to the animals, and talk to the spirits." And
Yes,
he's
how
got
did you know?
Yeah,
I talked to Wapoose and Musquaw.
He's got a sixth sense. He talked because he's native. You got to, right? No.
I talked to Tim. Yeah, I never really got that because I'm like, no one really knew I was native. So
I did. I got it. Yeah.
So for me, it's false.
Yeah.
For you, it's true.
It's 100% true. Like,
Okay.
especially, yeah. No, it's true. Yeah. Because, like I said, like going to like these non-native schools, and they, that's part of the stereotype that natives are all spiritual. Natives are all talking to animals. We're all still living in teepees,
Well,
and
I
this
think,
and
I
that.
think we're
This day and age, it's different. Like I was
Yeah.
talking to my son, like about his social studies class in high school and stuff, and he was telling me like, they actually brought up residential school, and then I was like, then I asked him, I was like, how did they mention it? Like it was a long time ago, and he's like, no, they said that it was like not that long ago. So I was like, I thought that was pretty cool to hear because growing up, I never, they never told us nothing about residential school. And I went to like how many different, like I went to a new school every 2 years. In grade 5, I went to like 4 different schools, and I never once heard anything about residential
I was a
school.
pretty badass kid, so I'm sure I would have got whooped in residential school. So thank God.
Oh, me too, man.
Thank God they got rid of that shit. Like Jesus. Okay, true or false? Someone always says I'm on the way, but never is.
Yeah. Oh, that's the truest thing in all of
And all of fucking
all of nativia.
all nativia, yeah.
That's the truest.
Nativedom.
I'm like, it's like ready to go. It's like, yeah, I'm on my way, and I'm like still sitting in my ginch on the couch watching my show.
He's that guy.
Yeah.
He's that guy. Yeah, no.
Or it takes me at least an hour to get ready, and I'm like, yeah, I'm on my way.
I fucking hate on my way because I'm like always on time. I'm on time, like a lot. So like yeah, that's very true. The on my way guys, I fucking hate them. You know who you are. But yeah, stop it. Okay, quit this. On
That's
my way
100%
bullshit.
me. and I'll never stop.
You son of a bitch.
But yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah, it's you got nothing. You got nothing. Correct your poor behavior, okay? I hate it.
I'm too old to change now.
Wow, can't teach an old res dog new tricks.
No, you can't. Not this old dog.
Not this old mutt.
Yeah. Not this old hairy mutt. True or false? Always asking who's all there or going when invited somewhere.
Yeah, the natives are nosy.
That's super true. I think it's like a what do you call it?
The stereotype.
No, not a stereotype. I think it's like a safety issue.
Oh yeah, it can be.
I think that's from trauma. It's like, it's like you need to.
Like, is your gang member? Is your gang member cousin gonna be there?
Am I getting set up?
Is your gang member cousin gonna be there?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the next one, man.
Yeah.
Don't tell him I asked about him.
Who's all there? Yeah. Or like, it's like they don't want to, there's someone in the friend group that one person doesn't like, or they don't want to see or whatever.
There's
and it's always like,
there's always some bad blood going on. Natives are known to hold on to a grudge.
But like I know when I invite people somewhere or whatever, it's like, well, who's all going?
Yeah, for sure.
Who's all there?
No,
who's all gonna be there?
That happens every time. Like,
yeah. Yeah, that's 100% true.
First of all, the natives are nosy. Second of all, like it's trauma.
Nobody wants to get jumped.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm fucking in my 30s, like late 30s here, and like still people worried about getting jumped. It's like, come on, guys, let's grow up a little bit, man.
Yeah.
True or false? Everyone knows their culture deeply.
that's false. I would say that's false because it's like,
Unfortunately.
yeah. Unfortunately, it's false.
We're working on it.
Yeah, our people are working on it. It's changing, but it was like for especially for urban natives, right? A lot of us are coming back to it, but also a lot of us didn't grow up around it.
Yeah. Well, you know
Right.
what? It goes back to residential schools.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of.
Yeah.
It's not just an excuse. It's an actual reality that happened. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm not very. I don't know my culture very much. I was exposed to it a little bit.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to like my mom and Cookham took us to a lot of ceremonies growing up. So we went to like a lot of sweats and lodges and stuff like that. And but it's for a lot of natives, it's we're pulled away from that, and we're starting to find our way back. It's
Yeah. So that's the unfortunate one. That's false. But we have the chance here. Our generation and generation underneath us, we got a chance here to bring that culture back to the forefront.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And I'm 1,000% down
Yeah.
for that. I love our culture, and like the little I've experienced has been
we're doing
very healing.
Yeah,
So,
and we're doing our part, and
yeah.
for a lot of us, it's a lot of us have those traumas when we're younger, and it takes us away from our culture and stuff like that. But as we get older and we start healing, it starts pulling us back. A lot of us, as we got older, it started pulling us back to ceremony,
I
back
would
to
love to
back
go to
to
a sweat.
celebrations and stuff, right?
I would love to go to a sweat. So if someone wants to invite me to a sweat,
Yeah.
I'm down 1,000%. I love the sweats, and I just kind of been looking for one lately. But yeah, someone invite me, please. I would love it.
True or false? Native aunties know everything.
Well, you know what? I was a very gullible kid growing up. So yeah, I thought my aunties knew everything. I thought they were just the shit. They were just so awesome, and and they tricked me into doing a lot of dumb things. It got
Especially
me in
when you have
trouble.
younger aunties.
Got me in trouble or got me hurt or something, But yeah, when I was 12 and under, yes, auntie knew everything. Now that I'm older, auntie needs help. You know who you are, auntie. Auntie needs help.
Well, I know, like with some of the aunties, they literally knew everything, because it was like, like some of them they like to gossip, right? They like to know the goings on, and it's like it's like if something happens, that's you got those couple aunties or whoever, like you got to message her on Facebook or call up right away and be like, is that true? Is this true?
Yeah,
Did this happen? Did that really happen?
I call one of my aunties. I call her Watts. WOTS. That's that word on the streets. Auntie Watts. Yeah. Auntie Watts. That's Uncle Willigus's sister, right? So
yeah, Willigus.
yeah, Auntie Watts, Uncle Willigus. They know exactly what's going on.
But yeah, like I said, some of those aunties, it's like, if we want to know what's going on, like back home or wherever, like they always, they're the one that everyone calls to like let them know what's going on or to ask what's going on.
The
And
fucking bulletin board.
yeah,
word on the streets.
yeah, the native telegraph.
Yeah. Anti-smoke signals.
yeah, anti-smoke signals.
Shit, phone signals on.
Yeah. Some of those aunties should have their own podcasts.
Well, yeah, word. So true or false, native aunties have the loudest laugh.
Yeah. Oh man, like you could go to like a restaurant and you could hear an auntie laughing. You'll just know right away without looking that they're an auntie.
Yeah. You just know.
Or especially when it's a group of aunties, right?
Yeah,
when it's a group of aunties laughing.
You can tell which reserve they are, which reserve they're from, depending on the way they say "netch" or
Yeah.
Those little catchphrases.
Or you see that big laugh and it's like, ee.
Yeah.
and they always got to do that where they throw their head back and they slap their knee or they slap each other. They start hitting each other. And
Yeah, you know what? The anti-laugh, I love it. You know,
we love the antis.
You love the antis, the anti-laugh.
Yeah, we love the
Tries to do a
anti-laugh.
cackle and a hiss and a snort.
Yeah.
And if you're real lucky, your auntie will fart. And that's a laugh.
But yeah, like if you're going to a round dance, if you're going to a powwow, or even going to River Cree, you're gonna hear
you
the
listen,
anti-laugh.
listen, close your eyes and listen. You'll hear the antis.
you'll know. But yeah, the best one is when you get
with the antis.
Like I said, the best one is when they catch you off guard at somewhere where where there's not a bunch of natives and you just know and you just automatically you gotta laugh too.
Yeah, for sure. So we're gonna give that a big fucking true.
That's
big true.
Yeah, that's true. That's 100%.
1,000%.
Yeah, they got the biggest, loudest, awesomest laugh.
Yeah.
True or false? There's always that one family member everyone knows.
Very true. You know, there's always that one that just gets around. You know.
Yeah.
Whatever, if it's male or female. Yeah. For me, for our family, it was actually my mom. She just
A
knew everyone.
social person.
She was a social butterfly, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, my dad was the my dad was the one. Yeah,
yeah, for sure. Everyone knew your pops. He
went to every freaking party.
He had a rough and tumble reputation, as we should say.
But then
my mom too, though. She was the same way.
But yeah, it was like everywhere I went to, even when I was a kid, they would just automatically just like, I guess they could tell that I was like
Gerald Batzers.
Yeah,
Gerald Batzers boy.
yeah, right away. Yeah.
Oh, Gerald Batzers boy. Oh.
I never realized I looked like that much like my dad, right?
Look like your dad, boy. Oh.
It's always like, yeah, your dad's the best. Your dad's my bro.
Your dad, I love your dad. Saved my life.
Your dad knows how to fight.
Yeah. He saved my life.
Yeah.
There was 5 white guys and just me and your dad. We fought back to back. We beat up the whole bar, threw him over the fucking bar table.
I remember outside the zoo one time I was across the street and I seen him fighting 4 guys outside the zoo. And he won.
Yeah. Word.
But yeah.
No one fights like the uncles back in the day.
Yeah. We got some of those uncles and stuff that everybody knows.
I had one uncle that was a street fighter, Uncle Shane, and then I had one uncle. He was a wrestler. That was Uncle Baron, and then I had one uncle. He was a fucking kickboxer. Yeah, so I had some pretty deadly uncles, man. He was a champion kickboxer, actually, for a flyweight champion kickboxer. He was pretty deadly. He's still around, Uncle Bomber. Yeah. Maybe he's watching right now. Hi, Uncle. So, true or false, plans are always last minute with natives. Go ahead, true or false?
Oh, speaking for myself, 100% true. I know for a lot of natives, like we said, Indian time and stuff like that, it's, making plans. I think that's like, I don't know too many natives who are like are just everything's super scheduled and stuff like that. Like I know I grew up and everything was last minute.
Yeah. I don't schedule like my daily day to day, but if I have a trip coming up, or if I have a meeting, or like we're doing this event, like I plan the shit out of that shit, right? Like some of these questions, I'm questioning my own nativity. Am I even native? Am I gonna show up on time? I plan ahead.
Yeah, I mean maybe you're just growing up.
Yeah, I guess.
I know I still like to plan last minute.
Yeah.
I thrive. I think I thrive on planning last minute.
You love that rush.
Yeah, I need it. I need it.
That's the only rush you get nowadays.
Yeah.
Except for the head rush when you wake up, apparently. But that's another story.
True or false? All natives can dance powwow.
That's a big falsy because I can't dance powwow. I can dance, but just not powwow. So, but I do have a cousin that dances.
For myself, yeah. It wasn't always true, but I danced powwow. I danced grass dance for like 6 years and moving on to chicken dance
it's been
now.
That long.
Yeah. And it's been like an amazing journey. it's been pretty cool. And it's like,
Yeah, I've been thinking about
it's,
it.
you know, it's like, you know, some of us had to learn on YouTube, and, you know, we didn't have people around to teach us how to dance powwow. And, you know, like I remember, you know, like I said, like being in city schools and stuff like that, and being the only native, like they assume you know how to dance and sing powwow and everything like that. And
What, you ever get forced to sing powwow?
they're like,
Sing, you little
sing us,
Indian boy.
yeah, sing us one, yeah, sing us one,
you
yeah.
little Indian bastard.
Yeah, but yeah, but then yeah, like we also like grew up going to powwows and round dances and stuff, but I never, yeah, like I never danced powwow. Like,
Is it expensive, like, to get the regalia and stuff?
you asked me that before.
Yeah?
I said it depends on like your category, and depends on like if you're getting like synthetic or you're getting real stuff.
Okay. So,
And also
there's
depends on,
levels to the shit.
yeah, and there's also like quality too, right?
Yeah.
You know, like it depends on the quality of the stuff you have or get. And it can get pretty pricey for like beadwork and like the
But it doesn't have to be.
for the roaches or your bustles and stuff. Yeah, so it can get pretty pricey. Like even full beadwork can be like $10,000 and up. And but yeah,
Bing, 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 bing.
yeah, it can be pricey, but it's
Yeah, it's
but
great.
yeah, you know, and like I said, I didn't really like want to dance either growing up, and until I got older. I wanted to dance, and I wanted my kids to dance, so that's what I did. Started watching grass dance videos on YouTube and just practicing in my living room and stuff until I got the enough courage to go dance in my first powwow. And then after that I was hooked, and you know, it's been an amazing journey. Like I've learned so much along the way from other powwow dancers, and being welcomed into the circle and stuff. And
Yeah, one of us.
yeah,
One
it gets
of
back
us.
to one of us.
One of us.
And just like I said before, it's like the most native I've ever felt. And then like it's just such a cool journey. I encourage, you know, I definitely encourage anybody that wants to like start. Like it's never too late to start, and to, you know, just to like, even in the city, there's, and on the res too, you know, like a lot of the organizations and stuff hold powwow practices and everything like that. And you know, it's you know, like the powwow community is really cool, you know, as long as you're doing it for the right reasons, and you know, you're there doing it to heal, doing it to share, to dance, and just to be happy, right? And if you do it that way, it'll always be a good experience for you. And yeah, for the years I've been dancing, it's been great.
Yeah, so I'm still wondering if I want to dance or if I want to sing, you know, because I do enjoy like singing, like in like, you know,
Yeah.
like on stage and then in karaoke or whatever. So with that being said, I think I want to dip my hand or my voice into doing some singing.
Yeah, you can get a.
So, you know, like anyone out there, like reach out to me and let me know, you know, you need a new band member. Let's see. I'm just recently treaty, so let's get it.
Join that drum group. And that's the thing, like get a hand drum, start practicing. You can start practicing, learning different songs.
You know, Iliano was supposed to teach me, you know, but then he just went fucked off for some reason. I don't know. Whatever.
But yeah, you know, it's the only time you're gonna start is when you actually start.
Yeah, I will, for sure.
And then it's I can't stress enough that it's amazing. It's you know, that connection you get with your.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. You know, like the powwow trail's coming up. I want to meet some singers and talk to them, and you know, see what it takes.
Yeah,
you can't leave somewhere without saying bye to 10 people. True or false?
It's 100% true. You know, like pretty much anywhere I go where there's a bunch of natives, that's like, I know so many people that it's like, you know, you say what's up to one person, it's like, well, let's go. Well, you know, like, especially if I go to it's always when I go to the store in Sturgeon. You know, when I go to the stores in Sturgeon, it's like, I go there to get gas or whatever, and then I go in to pay, and then It's like, oh, Jules, and this and that. And it's like, hey, and talk, say what's up. And then another person walks in and it's like, hey,
that's
and it's like, takes me like freaking 45 minutes, half an hour, or an hour just to get out of the store sometimes.
Well, that you like, that's the older generation though that comes up to you a lot, right?
Yeah.
And those guys are talkers, man. Because that's the way it used to be back in the day.
Yeah.
You'd fucking see someone at the store and you'd sit there and talk for an hour, Like,
yeah.
But yeah, no, that's true for me too. Like when I'm anywhere, you got to dap up every fucking native in the room, and then if someone doesn't dap you up, you're like, "Yo, what's wrong with that guy? Man? He's like, he's fucking stuck up. He doesn't like
Yeah.
you. That could cause a fight."
I know sometimes it's like I don't want to be stuck up, but it's like sometimes I'll like you gotta pretend you don't see some people sometimes, right? It's like I just want to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
I want to go home now.
Yeah, you gotta fucking
yeah. Let's go, and that's all I ever hear. Let's go, and I'm like, yeah, hold on. I'm just saying goodbye. Like I'm just saying what's up. I gotta hold on.
Let's go.
True or false? Someone always shows up uninvited but is still welcome.
This is true and false. Because sometimes it'd be a surprise, someone you haven't seen in a while, and they're in town and they just heard about this event or something. And then sometimes it could be some fucking asshole that you had a falling out with, and they come there and he's like, "Yo, no, what were you thinking, you big dummy?"
I don't know.
So I think that's true and false.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I know for me personally, I never go anywhere. I never show up uninvited.
No,
that's like a rule of mine. If I'm not invited personally, if I don't get invited, I'm not coming there.
Yeah,
I'm not going to show up.
I don't like when people just show up uninvited, but it happens, and sometimes it's like I said, sometimes it's good. It's a surprise.
But there is people. There is those type of people who just show up.
Facts.
Whether it's good or bad, they show up.
Well, you gotta master. If you're gonna be that type of person, you gotta master the timing, right?
Yeah.
It's
timing. Yeah.
You don't just show up to someone's house uninvited. But if you hear about an event at a fucking bar or something, then yeah, for sure, come and show up uninvited. Like that could be really cool sometimes, right? Especially if you haven't seen that group of people in a while.
True or false? Natives love roasting each other.
Yeah, true.
100%.
It's a passion. It's a pastime. It's a
rite of passage.
It's a rite of passage for sure. This is very common, So if you see a group of natives roasting each other, don't think they hate. They don't hate each other. It's just.
I think that's like how so, and another native likes you if they start roasting you.
Yeah, exactly. You're not true friends unless you're getting roasted.
You ain't the best of bros unless you're sitting there roasting each other.
Word. Me and him do it all the time.
Yeah.
All day, every day. For the and we know it's all jokes,
Yeah.
And if you're gonna do it, make sure it comes from a good place. Otherwise it can lead to some fucking tension, right?
Yeah, that it's not passive aggressive.
Yeah.
I think that's 100% true. I think it's 100% true.
100% true.
Natives, like, it just comes back from the humor, right?
So if there's some stereotypes that we missed, I would like to hear someone drop them in the comments.
Yeah.
Some comments or some stereotypes that you think are
Yeah,
common.
we didn't mention. Tell us true or false, some true or falses in the comments.
Yeah, answer the questions along with us, right?
Yeah.
I want to hear your side of the story, true or false.
Yeah.
Even drop a story, if you relate to some of these, right?
Yeah, we're putting out these episodes and we definitely want to engage with people too, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely, put some in the comments, and if you like this, and and if there's enough in the comments, and we could do a part 2.
Yeah, if you want to see a part 2, put a thumbs up in the comments. Like, share, like and share,
subscribe, like and share.
Subscribe,
the Native Room podcast. Yeah.
The Native Room podcast.
If we get these numbers up, we keep doing this, we're going to keep doing it longer, right? So we want to do more episodes. We want to keep this flow going. And, as long as we get the support, then we're going to continue with this. So, let's run these numbers up. Let's get the views up. Let's get it out there. Let's get the word out there.
Yeah.
And we'll keep doing what we do here. And we love all the support we're getting so far. Thank you to everybody that's subscribed already.
Especially the
Yeah.
aunties. Thank you, aunties.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, aunties.
Thank
and
you, aunties.
but yeah, no, thank you to everyone that's been supporting us so far and that's continuing to view and watch our episodes.
Yeah. And with that being said, this is the Native Room.
See.
Good night.